How do you observe the Sabbath? The English word Sabbath is partially translated from the Hebrew word Shabbat. Shabbat is a word that describes rest and is to stop working. We're first exposed to the idea of Sabbath in Genesis chapter 2, verses 2 to 3, when God rested from all of God's work. We also learn about the Sabbath in the book of Exodus as the Israelites wander in the wilderness and are told not to harvest food on the seventh day. We may also recount several times where Jesus speaks to the Sabbath within the context of his own mission. Consequently, the Sabbath is both important and biblical. To learn more about the concept of the Sabbath and Jesus' adoption of it, take a look at the Bible Project's video, which I'll link in the text, or you can search it on YouTube. And I found the Bible Project's video and resources to be very helpful in my study. Every moment of my day, I keep booked into my calendar. Each meeting, phone call, outing, or event, if it's happening, it can be found in my calendar. I also keep an agenda where I list tasks. I start each day by writing a list of tasks to get done. And so my to-do list goes on and on. At this point, I think I rely so heavily on my calendar and my to-do list that if something in the system broke, heaven forbid I lost my phone, I'd probably get up in the morning and just scratch my head and not know what to do or what direction to go in for a bit. I don't think it's one of my healthiest habits in life, but it's a reality for me. For some of us, our days are very scheduled, and we go from place to place, task to task, being productive. Or we try to be productive and perhaps feel a bit of guilt when we fail. Productivity is highly valued and sought after in our society. The Sabbath is about disrupting our weekly routine and reminding ourselves about all that comes from God. The Sabbath can be observed by worshiping the Lord, resting from our regular routines, and by focusing on activities that intentionally restore us. One resource describes how activities on the Sabbath can be focused on God, family, and providing service. There are many ways people can and do observe the Sabbath, and Jesus reminds us that the intent of the Sabbath is restoration. I observe my Sabbath day on Mondays. Each Monday, I live without a plan, a calendar, and my to-do lists. Each Sabbath doesn't necessarily look the same, and I would be lying if I said they were all successful Sabbaths. However, I begin each Monday with the intention of making it a holy Sabbath and focusing on my relationship with God, myself, my friends and family, and rest. I can enjoy Bible journaling for longer times, taking hikes, connecting with a friend, watching a movie, and usually even a nap. When I began to first intentionally observe the Sabbath, it would make me quite uncomfortable. In a culture of productivity and schedules, it can be difficult to carve out time of restoration, and it can even be awkward to say no and tell people you are observing your Sabbath. However, as time has gone on, I look forward to my Sabbath day as a time of refocusing and restoration in the moment and for whatever may come. Throughout my life, I believe observing the Sabbath has helped me live into my faith and trust in God. I invite you to reflect on this question yourself. How do you observe the Sabbath? What are questions you have about the Sabbath? How do you feel during your Sabbath day? It is an honor to grow in faith, even while apart.